Well, damn, not drags that looks got shut the fuck down.
So sad.
A moment of silence for our sisters.
A moment of silence for our fallen sisters. They will never be left behind. We will forever hold your memory up on this podcast. With that said, hi everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Tuck. Um, I know that we have been away for 2 weeks, and for that I am at my utmost sincerely sorry for that because it's just sad that we haven't come on here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks just builds anticipation. And we're back and we're better and we're over here ready to serve con. You already know who it is. It's Edward underscore ENT, your co host, here alongside with
Wellington, how are you?
I'm good. We're missing a few of our babies today, but it's all okay.
Only
The
one, he
show
didn't wake up.
must go on.
The girl didn't wake up, so the show must go on. With
You
that
missed your
said,
call time, bitch.
missed her call time, chow, and then he's gonna and then when he wakes up, he's gonna make up a lie and say that something else went down. So we'll
Someone
see
got her
what
in the green room.
we'll have an update for you next week on the pod as to what Kevin's excuse was to miss today's show. With that said, let's get into
Comment
this week's.
below what you think.
Actually, yes. Let us. If what do you think Kevin's excuse is? Let us know. Reach out to us on Twitter and Instagram at the Talk Podcast. With that said, let's get into episode 8 of Drag Race, the lip sync Lalaparuza Smackdown. First of all, I'm happy that the Rue told the girls, I am going to check you very early on because y'all think y'all gonna get away with not lip syncing in this bitch. Y'all all gonna have to gag me.
He said 8 times back to back. Shut the fuck up. So catch your breath now. Have your water on the side and get your asthma pumps because pussy's being served.
And you know that when there's a Lollapalooza, that's kind of like in a way that's kind of like the ceremonial like ceremony that goes on right before the competition is about to heat
Th-
up. Like when he does a Lollapalooza, it's like, okay, next week we start, and
This is a
there's
passage.
like this is the rite of passage, and we're gonna get into it. So I'm really 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 happy that I was. Also, it was such a quick episode. Oh my god.
I hope that later on, since they're moving to the 90-minute episodes, which is something to celebrate, which is very big, we haven't gotten to speak on that. But the 90-minute episode, I want to see, like, on-demand era,
Hmm.
everything be 90 minutes. Because, like, the first 9 episodes are going to be 45. And that, you know, when they put it on Paramount,
Hmm.
like, those first few episodes should be, what's it called?
Oh, like
90 minutes
you want the original 90-minute cut to be uploaded.
uploaded so that way we're gagged where it's like, oh shit, like it's not just it dropped on Paramount, it dropped on Paramount. Now the first 9 episodes are gonna be 90 minutes long and we're gonna rewatch the season. Maybe
Got
that's
it.
maybe that was the reasoning behind it. Everything's for the reason with these bitches. You already know.
I mean that Loki makes sense, and it would be good for like streaming wise because then it will give people a reason to go back and rewatch the season over again in a
The
sense.
queens would get money too, right? For every episode they're on.
I mean, if they actually go ahead and upload that, then I think we will see that more queens will get money because then we will see who won the mini challenges and we will see like other things that were cut out. So I think that will kind of be smart, but it's also like the question that I need answered, and hopefully once we have one of the season
I'm
15
like so
queens.
horny right now.
Oh my god, girl. Well, like,
It's
let's make this quick so you can get to it. Um, I think that whenever we get one of the season's 15 queens and they come on here, I think one of the questions that I want to know is like, did you guys know that the format was going to change prior to shooting the season? Or was this something that came after the season was shot and we're changing things in post-production? Because if they already knew that things were going to change prior to them filming, that they probably didn't film any mini challenges. But if they knew that the
no.
format was but if they didn't know and they just cut it out in post
Yeah.
production, then we have a ton of challenges that we haven't seen.
Well, bitch, I don't think it's ever been more true until this season that if you are not watching Untucked, you are only getting half the story because if that is the case, bitch, that is important to storyline, and they had to cut so much, which explains even more why the episodes are so short, because they want to make sure that there's not a single insider that could reveal that there was a mini challenge where Dolly Parton came and tap danced.
Right. Right. Well, this week, Rue said, I'm gonna give the girls a Lalaparuza because I need y'all all to lip sync for your fucking lives and prove that y'all really are here to get it. And some
Oh,
girls did just that, and some girls proved why they needed to go. Um,
I have so much to say.
so the way
Ooh,
this
girl.
worked,
The girls is
excuse me,
already gagged.
excuse me, it was yesterday's nut in my throat, child. So the way this works is that um the pit crew had a bunch of like balls in this little like crate with all the queen's name, and whatever name he picked out of that little bunch, that queen was then going had the option to pick the power I should say, to pick any other queen that she wants to lip sync against. So if your name is picked, you get the power to choose your competitor.
Luckily.
So the first name that gets picked is Malaysia Baby Doll Fox. Malaysia then picks everybody's like, oh, pick. Like I remember when we were watching, well, when I was watching, I was like, oh, like she should pick Spice because Spice is like, Spice can lip sync and she's gonna be the
Yeah.
first one out. But something told Malaysia to pick Marsha, Marsha, Marsha.
Which I was gagged.
Yeah, I was gagged too because I was just like, oh, okay. She said, I am gonna give it. I'm gonna give the girls a show. But it
What
was
the fuck?
funny. It was
What
funny
the
though because also like the mistress confessional when she was like, "Come on, Malaysia, just pick me and give the girls what they want." That Malaysia basis versus mistress.
yeah.
Come on, girl. Like
But
mistress was ready for the battle.
but Mistress makes good TV because she knew she said that and she was giving bitches like a storyline out here, like try to put the
Yeah.
big bitches against each other, and it's like not this season, bitch. Like it's not happening. I think also I was so gagged when she chose Marsha because the bitch didn't even mention her. She was just like la 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 la. I'm gonna choose this bitch. Not only does she pick Marsha, but I'm like, did she forget that? Well, you know what? We'll get into it.
I mean, speak your shit, babe.
Oh, like I'm like, did the bitch forget that like she has a fucking BFA? And on top of that, I was also gagged when Marsha sat there and is like, oh, I know I haven't lip sync. These girls haven't seen me lip sync yet. And when I look back and I think of Marsha's drag, at least in the first few episodes, to find out that it's episode 9, correct? Or 8.
This is episode 8 of Drag
This is
Race.
episode 8, and she hasn't lip synced once.
Marsha, well, she gave us the talent in the first episode, and we
I
kind of
mean,
saw.
was Malaysia, did she have her eyes closed? Because like, did she not see the way that Marsha was spinning and twirling and
Right,
spotting? Like,
right.
clearly she was a performer, but I was just gagged that that bitch really has not touched the bottom based off the reviews and the critiques that she was getting. But then there was a lot of other bitches who just had shit that had been sent home. So
hmm
I guess she
hmm
got by, but I think now she's starting to like show herself.
Yeah, and Malaysia. So then Malaysia picks Marsha, 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 and now Marsha, Marsha, Marsha has the power to pick the song that they're going to lip sync um to.
And I don't know why
And
that shit always gags me because it's like that's the way they've done it before, but I'm always like, oh, they get to pick the
right,
song.
she gets to pick the song. Oh my god! But it's like okay, um. So Marsha, Marsha, Marsha picks "Boys Don't Cry" by Anita.
Hold on. Let me tell you though, I sat there and I said, not the fucking budget cut. It's like, what the fuck are these songs? Like, I don't know this shit. Like,
Right.
what
So
the
it
fuck?
was "Boys Don't Cry" by Anita. "Do You Want to Touch" by Joan Jett. "It's All Coming Back to Me Now" by Celine Dion. "Tell It to My Heart" by Taylor Dane, which I love. "I'm in Love with a Monster" by Fifth Harmony, which to me was like, what? "I'm in Love with a Monster" by Fifth Harmony.
Bitch, my mind went, I'm in love with a monster who's on the
Under
map.
my bed. Oh my god, that is that's a
The
lot.
the funniest thing is I'm looking at the names. I sat there. I'm like, what the fuck? These budget cuts are insane. I don't know none of these songs. Every single song that came on, I said, "Oh,
It's a
it's the
bop.
shit." No, bitch, I know all of them. That when they come onto the club, I'm clubbing, ho. But
That's
I
the
know the
thing with the
names.
gay clubs. We know so many songs that we just don't know who sings them. I remember when I was introduced to Dua Lipa, and I was like, "Wait, that's Dua Lipa." Like, I did not know that Dua Lipa was the same girl. Like that physical representation of Dua Lipa. I didn't know that was that same girl that was singing "One Kiss" as I'm over here in the gay clubs, fucking twirling and swirling,
Yeah.
to "One Kiss." Like, I didn't know that was the same person.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
I want to do like a little maybe for the Instagram. We should do a reel together, and we're like figuring out like figure out like the face behind the song, or like songs you didn't know were sung by. You know,
oh yeah, true.
it's like we
True.
know all these like or like gay songs. Bitch, we could cook this up production. Like gay songs that like you hear at the club but you don't know the name of. And we could be like, do you
Right.
know this song? The name pops up and it'll be like 3, 2, 1. And then it's like Madonna's like a prayer. And then it's like a prayer.
Hmm.
Oh, I mix like 19 songs right now. What is
I
that
get what
at
you're
the
saying though. That
radio?
would be a cute idea. Take charge and put that together.
Oh, work. Okay.
I would love it.
I own 51% of this company.
I said, girl, put your money where your mouth is. Um,
I put my oh girl. Oh, she's searching. Drag looks is down. Drag dot looks is down. You've heard it here first. But we have Marsha and Malaysia. Give it to the girls. Two. What song?
the girls were doing the girls did "Boys Don't Cry" by Anita, and I'm sorry, I'm really not gonna like. I'm not gonna analyze every moment of these lip syncs because there were so many. But
They're
I'm
gonna
gonna
give it
just
just as much attention as they did screen time yesterday. Shout
right,
out
and they
to
were chopped, and also I don't know if you noticed, but they were fast forward.
Fast forward and chopped, girl. It was giving TikTok
First of all,
0.3.
Rue walked in and Rue said, "Hi, ladies," and then it changed to "doom, doom, 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 doom." Like, and they were already they were
No, they didn't even do like the little keys, no puns, no nothing. They're like
no puns with the judges. No, Michelle, how are you today? Nothing. It was just like today on the main stage.
they said every
Like
second counts, bitch, and we're using
every
it.
second counts, bitch. It
I've
was. I
I
don't know. I don't know if I like that though because it's like so many aspects of what makes this show different than any other show is being cut off.
it's literally a freaking like um I don't want to say like mass genocide, but like a cultural smudging.
And my
Like
whole thing is like Brad Goreski. If they were doing this to Canada's Drag Race, how would you feel?
not I just said it's drag genocide. I'm wilding.
Drag genocide.
No, but I'm really fucking pissed because now that you say that, it is kind of like erasing an experience of what Drag Race is all about, but also giving us such monumental moments so early. But now I'm like, bitch, what the fuck could possibly be happening after March 10th? Because there's still 9 queens left. March 10th is what, 2 weeks away? That's three, that's seven. So our top seven is only getting 90 minutes.
I
So
mean,
now, bringing it back to Paramount, you're not gonna tell me that when the season drops, it's gonna come out 90 minutes. So that way, when it's streamed more often, then they're gonna be able to keep these queens on a better pay, and these bitches are gonna have better money to then be on the platform that they're on. Okay, I see how the production team is working, but these bitches sing their little song, their little jazzy one zoo, one zoo. I didn't know which way it was gonna go. Obviously, once Marsha threw that backflip, then I'm like, oh yeah, like you can't not give it to her. And I feel like that's what leads to where we head to next. But yeah.
it's just weird to me because it's just like I feel like if there's a person that is watching this show for the first time and this is the season that they're watching, I feel sorry for them because it's like it's not like it's not like they're gonna show they're going to see exactly what we've been loving about Drag Race for all these years because everything is being cut off.
In a way though, it makes them it forces them to go back and have to watch the other seasons because then they're like, what the hell? What's the hype about this? And why do I always see that they have this joke and they didn't do this part? And man, it looks funnier on the memes. So maybe it's gonna make them revisit the beginning. And since MTV is such a different platform, they
I
know they
hope
were getting new
so.
faces. I don't know. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because
You're that girl. Your name is Benefit.
it just makes no sense that they would have such a big platform and utilize it and not maximize how much they could utilize,
I agree.
the range
I
that they could
agree.
reach.
Well, Marsha ate Malaysia up and won the lip sync.
Marsha, girl.
And Malaysia, so Marsha is congratulations, my darling. You get to move on into fight for the crown for another week. So she goes to the back, and Malaysia steps to the side because she's still,
No, the bitch
up.
was still one catching her breath and two fucking gagged because she was like, "Hold the fuck on, who the fuck was gonna tell me this little white bitch could do little back tucks and ka?"
Marsha gagged us.
No, Marsha gagged the bitch good. She
Marsha
said,
gagged
"And
it.
I'm putting my degree to use." And did I mention I was on Broadway?
And
Take
it's
note.
also like you picked me, so it's like in a way, it's like how gaggy it is that the girl that picks is the girl that loses.
She just literally put
And
her.
that was like a common denominator between like all of the girls that picked their competitors. They ended up losing.
Yeah.
Um, so then we have Lucy DeLuca, who picked Spice as her competitor, and then Spice picks "Do You Want to Touch" by Joan Jett.
Okay. One of the songs I ain't know was the song that it was going to be the song of.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Spice's reasoning behind it, con, like, go off. She had the perfect outfit for it. But what the like it's like I need this bitch to turn her like competition brain on and like I don't know if she's saving it for all stars because she's just like, I'm gonna like bitch, you have the storyline made for
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
and you are not like vroom, like starting your engine.
Right. So listen, this is the thing that's getting me mad about Spice right now. And I was writing for you this entire podcast. I was really
You
writing
was.
for you. Like I was rooting for you, bitch. I was rooting for you, like Tyra said. We were all rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. And you're
Maybe
gonna
not from the
go on
start.
that motherfucking main stage and do that? To me, it didn't even feel like Spice wanted to be there.
No, I think Spice didn't know how to be there with no one by her side because she kept getting closer to Lucy. Like, bitch, this is not a duet. This is a Lalaparuza.
This is a Lalaparuza, bitch. We are competing for the motherfucking crown. You are lip syncing. Like, from that lip sync that you showed us last night, I know you're not winning this competition because I know that even if you make it into the final and you have to lip sync for the crown, girl, like, I'm sorry, but you almost went home yesterday. What didn't click into your head? Like, okay, I need to give the girls a lip sync.
That story, hold on. The production was wild. Think about it like this. Production said, let's pick Malaysia. Malaysia might not want to be a twirler, a dancer, a kicker, a spinner. So let's pick her because she's going to want to pick Spice. Well, you're gagged when she didn't pick Spice because the original plan they thought was going to happen was Malaysia went first, pick Spice. Spice was going to lose. Spice was going to go against someone else, lose, go against someone else, lose, get frustrated, lose her confidence, lose. And it was just going to be Spice, 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 Spice. Wait, no, because this year they did like they give the bitches time to roll the ball. Okay, it wasn't like Silky Nutmeg Ganache on All
Yeah,
Stars.
it wasn't like Silky. That Silky was like, next bitch, let's go. Next bitch, let's go.
No,
Bitch, let's go.
Silky said, "Munch, munch, munch, crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm gonna win this lip sync, ho." Like what?
No,
Oh my god.
Silky was giving it to the girls for sure. No, but it was just disheartening because when she was doing that lip sync, I was just looking at her and I was like, wow, wow, this is really what you're gonna do. And then she started again with that happy shit. Rue already told you stop doing that. Stop doing it. I don't care. Stop doing it. Stop.
The thing is, there really are bitches who just don't know how to keep a 1-2 step or like pas de bourrée or a simple touch step and touch. And I think maybe it's not their brands. Like live their fantasy. Maybe they want to be like the social media queens
But
and
it comes with
they want more
drag, and it
branding.
comes with drag, and you are in this competition. I'm sorry. I am
I mean, yes, you
sorry.
could have given us a little twirl, a little use the stage, a little at least pose, 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 one split. The pants were beautiful though.
Depends.
But
They're beautiful. I'm gonna give Spice the same critique that I was giving Selena at the beginning of this competition. You don't know how to step away from that character.
and thank you, thank you, thank you.
You don't know how to
Thank you,
step
because
away
like
from that
because
character.
y'all always be letting, and it's not to make it about black and white. It's never like that's not the focus, but it's like it's about, for me, it's about the double standards that we be letting bitches get away with, and the other bitches we don't. And I fall also like wrong on it. It's a bias, shall I say? So I hate when we have this bias, whatever it may be, and we don't hold like this rule or this standard. Like if we're saying we're not judging you as a person, we're judging your drag in this competition, and it's like I don't like how you sold this, but the next bitch who happens to be a little fair skinned is doing the same mistake, and we're like, no, but week after week she's been so good, and the wig line is great. It's like
Right. Right. The judging has the critiques have to be across the board for everybody, and that is why I'm giving Spice the same critique um that I was giving Selena. She does not know how to step away from that character, and that is at this point that's hindering you. And at least Selena didn't have to be told by Rue to step away from that character. Spice, Rue told you. Rue Rue said bring out the sniper.
that should have been enough.
That should have been enough for you to stop it. And to
I,
me, it's like, what's the point? What's the like? I want to know the understanding. I want to know, like, I actually want to interview Spice, and like, I want to know what was going through her head, in the sense of like, okay, Rue said that to me last week. Now I'm coming in this week, and I'm still doing the same thing.
wait, she
What
pranced in? I don't think she pranced in.
girl on when she didn't prance in, but when she was on stage, she started doing that.
Girl, I mean, that's all they know is the little TikToks. I mean, she's not represented for Staten Island right now, but I guess I'm being like a hypocrite to the own shit I just said. It's like when I guess from like Rue's lens, okay, the guy know Rue's lens, but when a teacher has like their favorite bad student, like they like the bad student, you're like, why the fuck she always voting for this badass fucking kid who be interrupting the class? Like that was me as a student sometimes, and I love that the teacher still fucked with me. So it's like maybe she sees like the little daredevil in them in him, but it's also when relating it to the competition, it's like, all right, bitch, like you are putting every single week another nail in your coffin, and I really thought that this week she was gonna get that big old chop. But then Lucy also gave average like housewife, like she has 3 kids waiting in the car right now, she's running into Aldi's, like she's like, all right, hold on kids, like I'm gonna go in here, do a quick little number, and I'll be right back into the car. Like she didn't serve what I wanted to see Lucy LaDuca serve. And
They both were not serving, which was it was a very underwhelming lip sync for me, if I'm being honest.
for like the stage and for a lot of
Yeah.
Lalaparuza, like I'm like, Lucy, why are you playing it safe? And I think I want to see Lucy hungry, similar to the way I want to see Lux, who I believe is the next bitch rolled in.
So yeah, so Lucy ate Spice up and left no spices on her plate, and she is able to move forward to the fight for the crown for next week. Spice is still up for elimination. Then is Lux's turn, and her name gets picked. So Lux's picks Selena as her competitor.
Which is kind of gaggy because I'm like, Lux, like you've been kicking with this bitch, but I guess maybe what the fuck can we say with our 45-minute perspective?
Right. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like the girls may be reading each other, and the girls may be beefing, and we don't even know it because the shit gets cut. So we don't even know what the girls feel about each other. Anyways, Selena picks It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion, which I felt like it was such a good song to pick. And to keep it short and simple, Selena ate that shit and left no fucking crumbs. Like Selena ate that shit up.
Listen, last week she might have left a little bit of Cheeto dust on the stage, but this week on the fucking stage she was twirling it like,
And she
and
gave us the
twirling it in
emotion. She gave us the emotion
range,
and the
bitch.
acting that that this lip sync required. And I know Lux said, "Oh, I'm not a ballad girl, but I know how to act, and I'm an actress." But girl, it wasn't giving that.
I mean, it was a good. I give it to Lux because that's the way I think, in a sense of, bitch, if I don't have this skill set in my toolbox, or like this tool in my toolbox, like I'm gonna figure out with what the fuck I got how to make it happen. So, bitch, maybe I don't know every single line to it or every single note so I can make my jaw jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. But I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna act the role. But to Selena's point, I think Selena, when I sat there, that's something where I'm like, hold on, like I'm calling the guy from the bar over here. I'm giving him my card. I'm like, give me $60 cash, all singles, and I'm tipping this queen because that was a performance that was emotional,
Yeah, that was
entertaining, and again, to Lux's point, builds anticipation.
patient.
Like I was like, wow, like Selena, and I've been a Selena bitch since the beginning, and I see her fire, I see her passion, and I love that bitch. I'm like, I don't want to fucking share this with y'all. I love
Period.
that bitch.
Have your moment, girl.
It's
Um,
like it really is just. I don't know. I'll save it for when I see her.
you feel represented.
I feel I feel represented when I see any POC queen. I'm not gonna hold you. And at that, like gay, queer, our fucking the drag community itself, it's like I feel represented in so many levels. But when I feel like you break it down a little closer and Latinx, Afro Latino, like I think I see a story where I can like see the people who are my friends and I could be like, damn, like I know that like XYZ person right now is going through this stuff at their house. So when I see this kind of person that has a mirroring like um
Lifestyle.
lifestyle of happiness, of conflict, of whatever you want to call it, I'm like, damn, bitch, like bitch, not me about to get emotional. It's too early, but it's like, bitch, like my story is valid. My story
Yeah,
is will be seen, can be seen, has an opportunity to be heard.
right.
And it might not be my story at the moment, but it's like to see a bitch that I'm like, damn, bitch,
I can
have
relate
your
to that.
fucking moment and own it. And like we might sit here and we talk our shit, but it's like, bitch, this is still a moment. Like I love drag so much.
Drag is really amazing. Drag is
It's
all
all
over
over
the
the world.
world. It's a
It's a
phenomenon.
phenomenon. It will live on and on.
So Selena ate Lux up, and Lux was gagged, and she moves on to next week, and Lux
No,
is still
Lux
up for
was
elimination.
fuming.
So then
Fuming.
the next the next lipstick that gets pulled up is Mistress, right?
Yes.
And Mistress picks Jax.
Which
And I was gagging
she was I heard Jax, my jaw dropped to the ground.
because Mistress had Sasha or Anitra to pick from.
She said, girl.
But let's be honest. If you have Mistress, Jax, Sasha, and Anitra, those are three. Those are if I'm Mistress, those are three strong lip syncers in
And it could go
general.
either way.
They could go either way with any of them. But again, I'm gonna call Mistress the producer. Mistress the producer knows that if she would have picked Jax, I could eat Jax up real quick. I may not be able to eat Sasha. I could I could probably eat Anitra, but I think that Anitra and Sasha will make a better lip sync than me and Sasha or me and Anitra. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pick Jax so that Anitra and Sasha can go against each other.
Yeah. No, it's brilliant. And she also just literally instantly created a storyline, like a matchup. Like no one was matching up to Sasha Cole. Yeah, Sasha Kobe. I thought I was saying Carrie Kobe. No one was matching up to Sasha Kobe, but then at that moment, the way it played
Nobody
out,
picked Sasha. That's crazy.
Mistress is like, oh yeah, bitch. Like I'm gonna let you have her because let's see who gives it. You was Miss Duckaroo from episode 1, so
And I hope that that would be one of my big I wish productions would feed the girls questions when they walk into the workroom the next week to talk about the
you think they don't?
elimination. Well, I hope someone needs to ask why didn't anybody feel the need to pick Sasha? Like, are we all intimidated by her? Like, someone
Oh
needs
no,
to talk
girl.
about that. Like, you guys
We
are
got
all intimidated by Sasha.
it's also respect. I feel like coming from a like
Girl,
we
we're in
both
the what respect? We're in this competition, so Sasha just gets to fucking, you know, her name gets to like
but then
fucking.
this is a moment where we have to run it back to that day where it was you and Kevin going at what I was saying, where they're like, "Oh, I don't know why these bitches are sitting here talking about they're in second place. They're in second place because then, bitch, it's a competition. My second place matters to me. That's why it's like bringing it
No,
back.
because you're talking about something that has never been done before. You're so like no, we have never actually cared about second place. Never. And even
I
on the
mean,
pit
okay,
stop,
second place is the biggest loser, but second place is also second place, girl. Like it's like fucking like
girl, even on
you
the
could
pit stop, Bianca and Detox said, "Stop doing that. We do not
okay.
count that.
Well, for my mental health, I like to celebrate my little wins. So if when I'm on the show, I'm
Being
gonna
safe."
celebrate my first and second place and being safe.
But you're on the show. If you mention that shit, I'm really gonna drag you on this podcast because you should say I'm happy I'm safe, not I'm happy I'm second.
And I'm gonna send you a season assist letter.
Not a system assist. Ciao. Anyways,
I'm gonna become one of those the drag queens that be like, if you don't do drag, don't do no commentary, and
right.
y'all is just gonna pull up all this footage.
And I'm gonna eat you up on social media, and then we're
And then
gonna
I'm
have
gonna
an
get Marsha's fans to ban the fucking accounts. I'm like,
when you when you
get her,
become
girls.
when you become best friends with the Martians, just so that
That's your fan base name? That's good.
I mean it isn't. I hope it is. I just call them
Mm,
that. I hope it's
the
Martians.
Martians. I'm
Um, but
on that.
yeah, I just think that the girls, in a way, are making it easier and easier for Sasha, and because they're making it easier and easier for her, in a way, it's like y'all are not like she's not that she's not fighting for her because she's every time Sasha gets on that stage, she gives it her all, and her all is always 100%, always. But I think that the girls need to, in a way, challenge her a little bit more because
I could agree with that.
because I feel like she's just rolling by, and it's just like we're gonna let mother roll by, but they're all fighting amongst each other, but no one no that's why I like last week with the team with last week was the girl groups, right? Am I
Yeah.
bugging?
No.
No, last
What?
week was, yeah, the queens fast forward 50 years to perform an old lady
Oh
girl group,
yes.
yeah.
Damn, that
So
felt like forever ago.
right. So I actually like that they were going back and forth, like Mistress Lux, and then we're going back and forth with Sasha and her team about the song's choice, and that they were low-key getting into it with Sasha, because I'm like, yeah, like go off, like don't like, like let's get it going, challenge each other. Just don't let just because someone has uh a resume that speaks for itself, they should isn't that shouldn't mean
They
that
shouldn't
like
get a pass automatically.
yeah, they should get a pass on everything. So I think it spoke volumes to me that none of the girls initially picked Sasha as a competitor when it came to lip syncing.
I
Um,
mean, who would you think would have done it besides Anitra that could have had, it's also the way the balls are picked by
yeah, but I
Bruno.
mean, I'm just saying, like to me, it was interesting.
But
Mistress,
in this case, Malaysia was not. Like, bitch, if Malaysia would have picked Sasha, my jaw would have been on like in the Lincoln Tunnel right now, like dropped, bitch, down below ground. Like,
right?
who else was next? Lux knew damn better because like Lux is kind of also a baby queen if you think of it. She's really like I love her, but she's a baby queen. And is she a baby queen? What do we consider a baby queen?
A baby queen, someone that has that, like Amethyst is a baby queen.
Okay.
Well, you can say that Lux. I mean, it's just that Lux, because
Lux has that fucking star fucking
yeah, it's just
quality,
that Lux
bitch.
is also good. Like, she might be a younger queen, but it's also like she's really good at her shit. Mistress leaves no crumbs as expected. Jax is still up for elimination.
Um,
And
well, hold on. Let's discuss that because I've been seeing a lot of debacle on that. I think that like, yeah, bitch, like Mistress deserved it, but I'm also like, damn, bitch, like you got a bitch like Jax who just did a front forward
no,
rotating.
because we've seen this gymnastics left and right.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it in heels. That's hard.
Girl, I don't give a fuck about that
I
shit.
think where Jax lost a little bit of that momentum, and I think it's week after week where at this point they're like, all right, bitch, if we're not getting Spice out, we getting one of these bitches out. And
Hmm.
it's because she wasn't taking none of the critiques. I think that was Jax's biggest issue. Like, no padding on that fucking clown outfit. Like, it's a cute outfit
She
for
looked a
a
mess.
bar. The wig has been the same way, and it's like, I know it's hard, but bitch. And like I be trying to be careful with what the fuck I say because I don't want none of it to ever like, you know, I like have a different perspective when I later on think about it. But that's life, bitch. You learn.
Yeah, like
Why the
what?
fuck you went with that one orange wig, that one ginger wig? Like that one ginger wig has carried her through and through, and she styled it time and time again. But it was just like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she did change it out, but I just was, oh, the look was just so like not even pedestrian. It really just was beginner's drag.
It was not giving. It was not giving at all. And I think that the reason why Mistress ate her up is because, okay, you've shown us the flips, you've shown us the twirls, you've shown us that you can literally do Olympic gymnastics. What else you gonna do? What, like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like you already showed us all your tricks.
I mean, I think she had more up her sleeve, but like I didn't think that she revealed it too early. She was in the bottom. She was in the bottom first episode, right? Versus
I don't
Irene.
remember. I can't
Yeah, it
remember
was
that.
versus Irene, and then after that, it was at versus.
No, the first episode, Jax won. Remember the no, but no, she was at the top.
Oh, she was at the top.
Anitra won. She was at the top.
Yeah, she pulled. I mean, the jump rope
But
shit was
Jax has been on the bottom for
like
twice already.
damn. She was robbed, but it's also like it
You
was.
felt you feel like like Jax was robbed between Jax and Mistress.
Oh no, bitch! I'm talking about in the entire in the entire scope of how it could have gone down, whether it was Spice or Jax. I think Jax was robbed because Spice has the looks.
How?
Because Spice has the looks, but it's like there's a
But
real shit.
Spice never went against Jax, so how was she
But
robbed?
I'm saying, like in my head, I'm creating like in general, like
Girl,
based
let's
on.
speak about reality, girl.
But think about it, right? It was Anitra,
Hmm.
Jax, and Spice, right?
Right.
As an Anitra says, fast forwarding, like, do you think that's fair for me to go against Spice, right? But
Hmm.
then it's like I get it, you want to go against the best, but then this is like not all stars where they're like, well, do we want to sit here and choose your lipstick or your lipstick? Because it's like we choose your lipstick. Like that moment for Anitra was detrimental because it really does say a lot about her character. Like she could have smoked Spice, like done twirls around that bitch.
Hmm.
But then it's like when you think of like it should have been Jax versus Spice. Like Anitra should have been saved. That's it. They're like, out of the three of you, we're gonna judge you off your performances. Like
So wait, so okay,
they
so
kept it fair, but they could have rigged it.
Mistress wins, Jax is still up for elimination, and then it's Sasha versus Anitra.
Oh,
So and then they sing to "I'm in Love with a Monster" by Fifth Harmony. This lip sync was amazing through and through. Sasha did 10 out of 10. Anitra did 10 out of 10.
yeah.
I honestly was,
To the beginning to end.
to beginning to end, I honestly thought that, oh, this is gonna, sure, sure. Update everybody. Kevin just responded to the group chat and said, "I'm sorry, team. I just woke up. My phone died in my sleep.
That be happening. That be happening. I woke up with my shit
I
all on
don't care."
my
Anyways, I'm gonna keep it moving. I used to drag Raymond on this podcast, so I'm gonna drag her too. And when it's my turn, yeah, drag me.
Period, Pooh.
Anyways, um, I
Actually,
think,
I've gone back and heard episodes of you guys dragging me, so it's only
yeah,
fair.
we dragged you too. Like,
Yeah.
like
And
that's what we.
nobody is safe,
No
bitch.
one is safe. That's what we do. We drag
No
each
drag
other.
left behind.
No, no tracks will be left on tracks. Um, and so Sasha and Anitra did an amazing performance. They didn't even show us when Rue says who's gonna, because they wanted to gag us so fucking much that they
No,
didn't
because
even
we
show
have so
us.
much time.
But Sasha ended up walking into the workroom, of course, and Anitra is still up for elimination. Then we have round two of the lip syncs, and Malaysia picks Spice. Spice picks Don't Go Yet by Camila Cabello, saying that her strategy was that she knows that Malaysia doesn't know the words to this song.
But
So in a way, she's like, that's my strategy going into this lip sync.
but
But then they start
Malaysia's strategy was I let you slide the first time, little bitch. Cut your ass over here. We lip sync
right.
it.
Malaysia said, "Get over here, bitch." Um, and it's just funny to me because how is that your strategy, Spice? But then when y'all start lip syncing, then you realize that you don't know the words either.
Girl, it be like that because that is my song. Don't yet, don't go yet, don't go yet. Don't go yet. And you realize that that's the only part that you know.
I don't even
That's
know
pretty
that. I
much
didn't
it.
even know that song. But my whole thing is like, I don't want to say like production gives you these songs ahead of time and you guys should have prepared, because honestly my ass would probably would have prepared for these songs and then left the other ones like up to grabs. But and some real shit, if you really, I'm sure Sasha prepared every song.
No, she sat there lip syncing, laying it. I mean, why not though? Really, why not?
Like
Like,
I'm sure
what
that
the
Sasha
fuck?
put all of these songs in a playlist and went home and legit like went to sleep to the songs
No,
playing.
they give them, I think, like a little iPod with all the songs, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then based off what they said, they don't have their phones unless they've changed that rule, right?
No,
They
they
go to
don't.
no, they go to their room. They don't have no phone. Yada yada yada. So it's like you telling me that you don't got, bitch. I would have that AirPod in the shower, on the toilet, fucking skipping the dance and practicing. I mean, I'm sure they're fucking tired from being on, camera and on their feet all day, but bitch, put your feet up in the air, tilt your head back, and learn them words.
Facts.
Or pull a Valentina and wear a mask.
It was very it was very underwhelming. But Malaysia ended up winning and Spice is still up for elimination. So then it's Lux against Anitra and Jax. It's a three-way lip sync.
I was so confused. I said, how the fuck we got here? A
And
2v, 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 2v3, 2?
and at first I thought, okay, two girls are gonna be safe, and then one girl is gonna be up for elimination to move forward against Spice, right? But then Dips link. What do you think about this lip sync between these three?
Girl, I didn't know what the hell was happening because it was like a twist after a twist after a twist, eh? So I'm like, I think we're about to have a three-way lip sync. One of them is gonna be safe, and then the other two bitches is gonna battle it out, and it's gonna be like to the death tape shit. But I was gagged when Rue mentioned that Bruno spin that ball, and that was not only about spin that ball because it was one thing if it was like spin the ball, the queen who is picked, you're safe. No, the queens whose name is picked, bitch, you are up for elimination, and pretty much you have to pick which bitch you want to cook up. It was really some what the fuck the Romans did, gladiator shit.
Gladiator shit. So Lux, they end up lip syncing to The Right Stuff by Vanessa Williams, and Lux ends up eating the competition up and walks into the workroom, and Anitra and Jax are still up for elimination
Yeah, but the
with
bitches in the
Spike.
workroom were gagged. They did not expect.
They did not expect that. So then RuPaul gags us again. We have Anitra, Spice, and Jax. I could already, they were like, okay, when I see these three, I was like, okay, we're gonna do a three-way lip sync. I'm sorry, baby Spice, you've been spicing it up. It's your time to go. Like
No,
I really I was like, yep, this is Spice time.
I know the
It's
storyline. Like Spice is done. She's going home. Yeah, I was like, damn, I'm not ready for Spice to leave. But in this scenario, you're going home.
yeah, right. So then Rue gags the girls and tells them that
Who?
Rue,
Who?
I'm sorry. Am I,
No, you're good.
am I speaking too close to this?
It was like, who?
Gag the girls.
Start your engines. Who?
That's the way my car sounds. Um, Ru, Ru. What if I'm gonna speak like Serena Chacha. Ru, um, gagged the girls. No, let me stop being like that.
And I gotta talk like a Leslie Mateo. So who got the girls?
And Ru
Representation
tells them
matters.
that I forgot what was the thing. Like Anitra. Why was it that Anitra got to pick
Girl, because
who?
her name came out the ball pit.
Oh yes, 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 yes,
So
yes.
her
I
name came
forgot.
out the
So
ball
there was
pit, but
three.
that person got to pick who they
There,
was pretty much.
right, there was the three names of the girls that were up for elimination were also in the ball pit, and whatever name came out of there, that person got to pick who she was going to save.
All three balls said Anitra. Rue said, "I'm keeping this bitch."
So then Anitra's name gets picked, and Anitra has the power to either send Jax back into the workroom or Spice back into the workroom. And Anitra in her confessional said, "I mean, are y'all for real? Like, am I am I really gonna send Spice? Am I really gonna lip sync against Spice? Like, have y'all seen her?"
Anisha could have literally did a cat pose, a little sit and pose, a little what is it, park and bark, the cat pose, a little park and bark, and just sat there and did her little number, and Spice was going home. Like
Right.
Rue was like, I said, call the snipers, right, bitch? Like Rue already had this plans out in her head, but these bitches, I mean, shout out Spice, she might be Miss Congeniality because it's been a few times that they are sparing this bitch.
She's not gonna be Miss Congeniality. They hate that bitch. I think Sasha's gonna be Miss Congeniality. If I'm being honest.
I mean, I can see
Um.
that too, and I do think not that they hate Spice, but like in Untuck, you could see that they kind of be looking at each other like, "Can this bitch let someone else have the mic?"
Right, like and it's just like honestly, at the same time, it's like I don't blame them because it's like after what you did on that stage, bitch, I'm really ragging you because that was my thing. Like, let this girl, like like see herself through this competition. But now, girl, we're on episode 8, and you're still giving us the same shit, and it's just like now you're annoying me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like Spice next week. If Spice doesn't bring it, like I'm tired of her. Kick her out.
I mean, it'll be crazy if that is the case if she doesn't like turn it because first episode day one, remember I said I was like bet off my ass watching the premiere, and I was literally so pissed off at the twins because it came from a moment of like, bitch, that's like I want that, and you know you have the skill set, but you haven't utilized everything, every aspect of going and doing it at a bar. Another thing is we also live in the mecca of fucking drag. Like living in New York
Mm-hmm.
is like damn bitch. I never thought there'd be a surplus of these of us hoes. And mind you, I haven't even stepped foot on the stomping grounds. Oh
She needs to get it together. Seriously, she needs to get it
yeah.
together.
I
I
want to
need
root for her, but I gotta see. Bitch, give us the spice for a bitch who's called Spice is lacking savor. Like
a lot. It's giving organic Whole Foods. Um, but at the same time,
just
shout out to
Alcaba.
Anitra for being a real ass bitch and saying no. Like, I'm not gonna take the easy way out. Like, I know I can take on Jax, so I will take on Jax. And Spice, I'm gonna throw you this bone, bitch.
I real quick, I don't know how the fuck this show is gonna go. Like really now, if after Spice leaves, I don't know how the show's gonna go. Cause Mistress could be our first plus size queen. Lux, great fucking TV, has a lot of potential. Then you have Lucy LaDuca, who like kind of just needs to believe in herself. Selena's titties could also like go pretty far, I think, like to top 5. Then you have also like Malaysia, who is like, damn, like maybe after Spice leaves Malaysia, but then Malaysia does have a good storyline. And then I really look, I'm like, damn, but Anitra is that girl. But then you think, bitch, Sasha Kobe is still on the fucking playing field, and then you like, it's just like Marsha. It, I don't know. It really is a season right now where it's any queen's fucking crown.
Right. I agree. I agree. So Spice gets saved um by Anitra. And bitch, I hope that Spice went back to that hotel room that night and gave Anitra that GOG 3000 because like that's the only reason why you're in this competition, babe. And then we finally have the last lip sync of the night, Anitra versus Jax. And Anitra did what she does.
I mean, it was definitely a pairing that I didn't expect, but I'm like, this is gonna be one of those drag race videos that you watch on YouTube at like
Yeah.
3 in the morning with like your Cheeto dust fingers and your like tackies and a fucking
And with your shit of those fingers, you're going like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Yes,
man, I
honey
want some
boo
Takis
boo.
now. But regardless, Anisha did serve Pussy Kanka. I have to say, I guess Jax from the edit from the TikTok edit we get of
Hmm.
their lip sync, match happy. I think Jax knows when to do her flips and whatnot. But the thing
Hmm.
with Anitra is the bitch was wait, she was padded or was she not? regardless of she
She was
just
padded. She
she
was
was
padded.
padded, right? She knows
Yeah.
how to like work with her proportions, and I think that like it's not it's funny because it's like she's a fucking lip sync assassin. Jax is a lip sync assassin. But I
Hmm.
think when you look at the overall thing, that's what
Who
they
got
did.
assassinated?
And done she hasn't taken the critiques, honestly. I don't
She
see her
hasn't.
hair being bigger. I don't see her makeup like I mean her makeup did elevate, but like bitch, grab mistress by the hand and put that fucking paintbrush on your face at that point. Like we are 10 queens left.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
9.
nine, well nine, but at that point with Jax there, I'm like, I feel like she already went defeated. She was like she didn't go in there on that stage like I'm sending Anitra home. She said, I'm going in here, I'm competing against this bitch, and we're gonna wait for the results.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you have to kind of decide the results in your head, like, no, be the queen, need help
No,
packing.
you have to decide. I'm sending this bitch home.
Literally.
Anitra knew she was sending you home from the moment she saved Spice.
Ugh. No, no, dead ass.
Like, let's talk about it. Like,
Uh,
Anitra was not playing.
in a way, this also changes the format in so many ways because, like, now I'm thinking, wow, that you could prepare for Drag Race now, but you just don't know what the fuck could happen.
Yeah.
Like, Jax in her head was probably like, I could cook all these hoes. Like,
Yeah,
don't.
she was probably like, if I ever end up in the bottom, like I could cook all of these hoes because I know that I'm a lip syncer.
And then
But
she was
then,
like, lip sync Lalaparuza, girl. I'm
which
not
was kind
losing
of
this
like
one.
the Jasmine Kennedy of it all. Remember how Jasmine Kennedy was the lip sync assassin of the season, and then
Yeah,
they did a Lalaparuza and the bitch lost and got sent home.
is the new storyline they're
The
going with.
Lalaparuza does not do well for the lip sync assassins. It like I feel like it never does.
Damn. All right, well, I gotta keep that in mind because I'm definitely. I mean, I don't want to be known as a lip sync assassin until the end, or until this episode.
But you don't want to be known for a lip sync assassin into All Stars. I don't want to be called a lip sync assassin during regular drag race because that means I'm always in the bottom.
Exactly. I'm like,
No,
bitch.
I don't care to be a lip sync assassin.
In
Like
that case,
I want to be Sasha Velour. I want to be
I,
safe and then win.
I want to be a strict top all season
Literally.
long.
Like I want to be safe and then win. Like I'm good with the Sasha Velour of it all. Like I don't care to do my big one. I'll
Right.
do
I
my
don't
big.
think they will ever do that shit again. I feel like that was a one time thing that they realized. They're like, hold on, we saved this bitch all season long. They were gags. Like that bitch literally had fucking de-scalped everyone from their wig that night and
No,
won that
literally,
crown.
and won that
Because
crown. But
that was
that's what you do when when you've been laying low all season and you make it to the finale. You gag the girls, and she gagged us.
I need to put some preparation age.
Oh, girl, pop one of those pills into that little pussy.
Cut that out, Rafi.
Girl, that's just thing. And Rafi's on vacation this week.
Oh, we got the interns editing, not the full time staff.
um. So Anitra wins, and Jax is unfortunately sashayed away. I think it was, when I was watching it at a watch party, everybody was like, finally, we got Jax out. And when I say everybody, that includes me.
First of
Um,
all, you see how the girls get caught in their own fucking lies?
what you mean?
What watch party, bitch? What if I wanted to watch with the party?
You were gonna come to Roselle, New Jersey?
No.
Exactly. So shut the fuck up.
I don't give a fuck because
Because
I
no
see.
one comes to
No,
me.
no, no, because
No one comes to me.
we've had this
No one comes
conversation
to
before.
me.
We've had this
No one comes
conversation
to
before.
me.
We've had this
No one
conversation
comes to
before.
me.
At the
Everybody
end,
expects
at
Wellington.
the end of the
Everybody
day,
expects
we have
Wellington to
had
drive
this
everywhere.
conversation
Everybody
before where
expects
Wellington.
Wellington to drive
No,
everywhere.
Wellington always likes to say, "I don't give a fuck if you know I'm not gonna go. At least give me the invite. At least give me the invite." From a bitch who didn't give the invite. Girl, you know you've said that before, and I got the. Uh huh. Yeah.
Can I speak?
I allow you to speak now.
Can I speak? If it was a thing that I felt like required you to be invited, I would have invited you. But I feel like the people that I was with, it's like like you know them, but you're like it's like secondary.
What you mean? They're secondary to you?
Like no, they're secondary to you.
Um, who like who named them? Give
Like
them a shout out because
like
if they should be tuned in and listening. So name them.
like Kevin and Eli, like like I feel like
Secondary. No, bitch, those are my friends too. I remember shout out Eli who used to be a part of our co-host team here. Um no, not secondary. It's I think now he's opening a whole other box, bitch.
no, I'm not trying to throw
I
shade. I'm
was
just
just
saying
not gonna go. I was just not gonna go to no motherfucking Roselle, New Jersey.
exactly. You
But
wasn't gonna go to
at the
Roseville, New
end of the
Jersey. You live
day,
in Brooklyn.
I thought those were my bitches, but since I think they categorize me as secondary,
Now you are making
I
now
say
you're
now I'm gonna call them.
call
Let's
them. Call
let's.
them on camera.
Oh, we are. Do I have Eli's number saved?
If this will prove if you're secondary or not.
Ooh.
Let's see. Look up the number.
Oh, right here. I think I had him saved under something else.
He's not gonna pick up. I know Eli.
They sleeping like Kevin.
He gonna no, they're not sleeping, but Eli's gonna be like, why is Edward calling me? I'm scared.
He should be calling. Yep, no answer. Well,
Anyways,
I second those plans.
everybody expects Wellington to go everywhere. When niggas is in Brooklyn, Wellington has to drive. When niggas go out to the club, Wellington has to
No,
pick
but the
everybody
reason
up.
n-
When everything
no,
is always Wellington.
that's
So
what you want it to
count
be.
Wellington a
What
break.
that's what you want it to be, babes. Literally the other day you were just saying you were like, "Oh,
Yes,
off-
I know what I was saying. I know.
ah!
But if I was having a watch party with our group chat and I didn't tell you, I feel like that would have given you the right to say that.
Girl, I'm just fucking busting your balls. You know I'm not that type of bitch to
Well,
ever give a
we
fuck
could
like that."
bust. We could
Oh,
bust.
we could bust,
We
bitch.
could bust.
We could play ball
We
or
could play
nothing.
ball. We could bust the ball. We could do whatever you want to do,
Bust
baby.
the move. Nah, bitch. It
Don't
was
do
a good.
that.
It was.
I've
Don't.
literally spent every motherfucking weekend with you for the last 6 weeks.
I know, bitch. That's why I can't do it. I could troll all I want. Like you always be like, "Don't read the girl." Girl, I am a fucking not a public library, bitch. I am an institution. I am
You're
the
a
Karen
national.
Huger of reading.
You're a national park.
I wanna work my way to that Candace Dillard. But I think now that we kind of recap it, it was a good episode.
I mean, yeah, sure.
She is not impressed. She is not
I
impressed.
mean,
She is still she's leaving production notes on the MTV Instagram account. Like
no, definitely leaving production notes on their MTV Instagram account in the comments. So please go check those. No, I just thought that Lalaparuza. Okay, cool. Like we got to see the girls lip sync cute. What do you think about next week? We have a ball.
well, I'm excited that it is 9 queens, so that means each queen is gonna get a total of 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the runway. And it's gonna be 45 seconds for each outfit and 15 minutes of critique. Pretty much of them just walking to the back. So I'm excited we're gonna see a little more of them, but it's been like banger episode after banger episode. We've literally had like Snatch Game, Lalaparuza,
Mhm,
um, the girl group challenge. We had the comedy sitcom show. We had Daytona Wins. Now
mhm.
we're heading right into fucking what's it called one more
A
time?
ball.
The ball. Ball or nothing, bitch. We busting balls next week too.
And it's Drag Race 200th episode.
Ooh, what do we think the categories are gonna be?
Like the category of the balls. I don't know.
Well, it definitely. Oh, are we stupid? I definitely saw when, on the little preview that the ball, like, there's a gumball thing that drops, and then it's like very crystal. So maybe it's like eternal, like eternal drag, or no, ethereal. Is that the word?
Well, it's called the crystal ball, so I'm sure that there's gonna be like crystals there.
Crystal ball, yeah, because Lux's in the preview, Lux's thing looks very like
Yeah, like very
silver, shimmer,
yeah,
shiny,
yeah.
foresty, but like silver forest. Which had this been done now, I would probably go with like, the horse. I think they call them. They call the horse Renee, the horse that is on Beyonce's album cover for Renaissance.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with
They call him Renee.
Renee, but it's spelled like Rena, like Renee, like
The girls gag me.
If it's not the Barbs, the Beehive are doing their thing, bitch.
They gag me.
They call the horse Renee, but I would have done something like that. What Beyonce's wearing for I don't know for the crystal ball. I'm very excited to see what Sasha does. I think Sasha's really gonna give it to the girls. I mean,
As she does always.
it's also like she's gonna give it to the girls, but I think I don't know if editing cut all her lines out or I just want to see more of Sasha because it's crazy how our community works. We've all because I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who Sasha was until Carrie Colby was. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be a bean. I'm gonna give it a bean. And she's gotten this like respect because we keep it in our community. Like, bitch, respect those legends, respect the like people who have left their legacy and are creating their legacy and are legendary. And she's shown us why she's legendary. But you know when Michelle's like when, when Michelle was giving her the critique, do it again because I know you can do better.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, that was not a critique, but it's like, bitch, like you know you can give. Why are you letting these bitches slide by? But then it's like
Mm-hmm.
these bitches are also letting her slide by.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do my homework. I'm gonna do my homework as a host, as a co-host of the show. I need to do my homework on that, and I'll hold myself accountable. So next week, I'll be an encyclopedia of Sasha Colby history.
Well, as a co-host of this show, my grinder messages are rolling in for the morning. So let's close this out. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of The Talk. We love talking to you guys and talking about Drag Race. Again, we are so sorry that we took 2 weeks off and we're not here those 2 weeks. But listen, mental health, okay? We're gonna blame everything on that. So
I'm not. I'm gonna blame it on bitch. We was having a good old time. Like
we're
fuck
having
you.
good old time. The grinders were grinding.
And there was
Enemas was pushing, and
and the girls were girling.
and things was oozing.
Thank you for watching. You already know. This is the tea. You decide the shade. Tune in next week. Make sure to like and share and subscribe.
We love you. Bye. The Talk is a production of the Reality Rundown and Rundown Media, executive produced and hosted by me, Wellington Gomez, co-hosted by Forever Raymond, Kevin Kleiner, and Edward Entertainment, and audio and engineering by Raf Scafaro. Make sure to follow us everywhere at The Talk Podcast to stay updated on our show.